Yeah, guys, welcome back to my little kitchen. And today we'll be cooking some jerk chicken pot stickers. Ooh, it's gonna be so lit, it's gonna taste delicious, and I can't wait to start making it right now. Cook it up, cook it up, cook it up. Woohoo! Let's cook it up, cook it up, cook it up. Cook it, cook it, cook it, cook it. Oh, cook it. Let's start right now. Okay, everyone, we're gonna start with some cabbage, just a little bit of cabbage, and this is for our chicken filling. We're gonna cut this up finely, and then we're going to add some salt to it. The salt is gonna just take out all of the water because we do not want any soggy water cabbage in our dumplings. Let it rest for 30 minutes. Moving on to making our pot sticker dough, you know what I mean, this outside part of it. We have some flour, we have some salt, we're adding some hot water, very important for gluten development. It helps in the texture of your dumpling. Yeah, it's hot water, so you need to use a spoon just to mix it around until it becomes easy or until you're able to use your hand. We're going to mix this until all of the dough comes into a ball. And I mean, like, if you realize it needs a little bit of water, you can just add like a little drop of water where it's needed. Alright, so remember, all the detailed ingredients are listed down below. Alright, so we take out our dough and we're just gonna knead it for 10 minutes. Yes, until it looks smooth and shiny, just like this. We carve it into a ball and then we slice it in two. We're going to go ahead and roll it out. If it's not sticking to your surface, you do not need to add flour. After we roll it out like this in a cylinder, we're going to let it rest for 30 minutes. Then we move on to making our chicken fillet. I'm making some chicken mince in my food processor, and I'm using 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning. You can buy the store-bought jerk seasoning, or you can check out my jerk seasoning recipe, which is bomb. And if you do not want to make your mince at home, you can just buy the mince in the supermarket and just add your jerk seasoning afterwards. So after we're done doing that, we add our cabbage. Remember our cabbage? Yes. All the water has been soaked out and has been, what would you say? Yes, what's that word? The word is osmosis. The salt has pulled out all the water out of the cabbage. Therefore, we won't have a soggy filling that can destroy our dumplings. We mix that around and we move on to rolling out our dumplings. And to cut up my dumplings evenly, I just use one as the guide. So the length that we cut this is approximately 1.5 inch. Yeah, and after we cut it out, I use the base of my palm and just press it down into a circle. To roll this out, I need a rolling pin. I do not have a Japanese rolling pin, so I made this from a broomstick. Alright, so you just roll it out a little bit, and after you roll it out a little bit, continue just rotating it that it rolls out evenly into a circle, and then roll only the edges of your dumpling. This is to ensure that the edges are thin and that they can fold together nicely. So we're not going to roll the center, we only roll the edges, so the center is a little bit thicker than the edges. And after you're done rolling out your dumplings, you just put them down, put a little bit of flour that it doesn't stick together when you place the other dumpling wrapper on top. When making our dumplings, we only use like a little less than a teaspoon to put in the center, and then we use some water to seal our dumplings. We go around the edges, but try not to use a lot of water, because on my first try of rolling my dumplings, my wrapper became soggy and it didn't look so good. But like After like doing this for like the 100th times, I finally folded a beautiful looking dumpling. So I go like this, I seal with water. I'm using less water this time. I seal over, and then I just take my time and just fold like this. This is one of the easiest folds, and I'm going to do this in slow motion. I carry over the other side, and there you go. When frying your dumplings, you use a non-stick pot, and do not use a lot of oil like me on my first try. I added way too much oil, but we need to ensure on medium heat our pot is searing so that the bottom can sear up beautiful, just like this. And then after you have gotten a beautiful sear, we're going to add just a half cup of water while having the pot cover protecting you. Your pot cover should be like a shield. By adding the water, what we're doing is steaming our dumpling, and we let it steam for around 3 to 4 minutes until all the water has been evaporated. We take it out and we plate and we eat. Now this is my favorite part. This looks so beautiful, and let's go in, guys. Let's try this together. I have to do my dance. This is fire. This tastes better than I expected, and I will be making this at home now for guests or anyone who comes over. Unbelievably delicious.
I can make this on the yard.